Welcome back to the Latarjet Diaries. Today, not a podcast. Thank you for being here. Can you just maybe like introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, happy to be here. Super stoked about just the Latarjet Diaries. It's been super helpful.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
Shane.
Thank you.
I like jumping off things. I used to be a gymnast, and that transferred into cliff jumping, and then that turned into skydiving, and then next up base jumping.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Let's start with the beginning. So you have done the Latarjet surgery, right?
yeah, that happened 6 months ago.
On the left. Yeah, I think it was pretty close to mine. Well, what was the date that you did the surgery?
January 16th.
So that is exactly 2 months later than 2 months later than mine.
Yeah.
We've been in contact for a while. Um,
Yep, off and on.
yeah, off and on. How did it start? When did you decide to do the surgery? What was the process before the surgery?
Well, 2 years ago, I was skateboarding, holding on to a car, and when I fell, my arm stayed inside the door, and then it just got ripped. And then a year later, after it was feeling decent after physio, I was like, I'm gonna get my skydiving license. And at this point, it's never fully dislocated. I was expecting a partial dislocation. I was okay with that. And then just after I got my skydiving license, on my 27th jump, I was doing a back full out the plane, and I threw my arm so hard, it fully dislocated.
Oh,
And then when I was in the air, I was like, normally it pops back in by now, but it still hasn't popped back in. So I just chilling there with a dislocated shoulder, falling.
that hurt it, no?
At that moment, the pain wasn't really the focus. Just getting controlled and stable and waiting to be able to pull my parachute was the focus.
Yeah.
But it was nice because you have to pull the parachute with your right hand, so I could still use that one. But the left hand was basically unusable.
What would have happened if it was the other arm and you were not able to pull it?
You have your main pilot chute, which you throw off the right, and then if that parachute messes up, then you have your second parachute, where you gotta pull down on one lever, which disconnects your main parachute, and then you pull down on the other one, which pops your second parachute. So
Right.
it would have been okay, but not ideal.
Okay. So that was the moment that you said I have to go to a surgeon, I have to see a doctor, I'm done with this.
Oh yeah, when I was flying in the air, I was like, I've had enough of these freaking dislocations. I cannot wait to get home and go do surgery. Because this was in Thailand.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, I do remember. Yeah, yeah. And you were in Thailand. You had to fly back to. Was it the case? You had to fly back to Canada. You're from Canada, right?
Yeah, well, I was in Australia for a couple years, and then 2 weeks before I was supposed to leave, I had this dream. I was skydiving in Thailand. I was like, oh, let's do this. This is sick. So I had just enough money to get there and do my license. And then I didn't have any money after that to get home. So I just hung out there for an extra month. And then my family felt bad for me.
Okay.
It was dope. It was a sick time.
Yeah, I've done. I've tried to do a license too, so I've done it too, but
Yeah.
I have not finished it yet. Yeah.
How many levels did you get through?
I did the first day. The first day was 4 hours theory, and then one jump with two people that were holding
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I wanted to continue, but I did not at that time. But I might get back to that later.
It's
But
so
I have
good. It's so worth it.
yeah, I know, but I have so many interests, and sometimes I have to choose, right? And it is on my list, on my to-do list. But yeah, I think I had a dream, because you have to do I guess it's 200 jumps before you are allowed to use a GoPro. Do you know that?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's 200, right?
Yeah.
I think
because
that's insane.
Just an extra catch point that if you're not experienced enough, then you can mess up. But
Yeah, I think that's a lot. But yeah, the rules are the rules, I guess.
yeah, too many rules in society these days.
Yeah. Okay, let's take me through your process. Like, how has it been? How are you right now? How did you find your surgeons? I'm like the protocols. I want to know it all.
It well, the moment I got back from Thailand, I called the family doctor like that day, and then I got in 2 weeks, and then he referred me to a sports medicine guy, and then that guy, that took like 4 months to see that guy. Canada's free, but it's like super slow.
Mhm.
And then from there, I got 2 MRIs. I paid for one so I could like get the process sped up faster because my other shoulder needs it too.
The Latarjet?
And then yeah, I get that one done in 3 weeks.
Oh
Same thing.
shit! Wow,
Yeah, hype.
that's heavy.
Well, I'm having a great time, like chilling on like the government money, like making content, like trying to like do something that's not construction. So it's been good.
Okay, you look happy.
Oh yeah, look, yeah, thank you, super stoked. And then it took me about a year, like the entire process of waiting to actually see the surgeon. But the surgeon was just like such a sick dude. He did such a good job. Like it feels amazing.
Yeah, wow, looks good.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, so w- did you have any challenges? Like maybe the protocols. How long did you have to be in the sling? When did you start physio?
Yeah, Sling. I was in the sling basically the entire time for 4 months or 4 weeks, and the first 3 weeks in the sling sleeping were like pretty hard to be honest. Like every like 2 hours, I'd wake up, pop a painkiller, try and fall back asleep, wake up sweaty, and every time I like moved, it was like it was pretty painful. Not gonna lie.
Hmm.
But then at around the 4 week mark, I think I like was able to sleep all throughout the night and like only wake up once. And then it just got better after that. And then I was doing light physio at around week 6, just like small band things. Like I wasn't moving my arm. I was just like keeping my arm straight and locked and then stepping out to create the tension.
Hmm.
So light stuff. And then yeah, probably around like month 3 is when like I was able to actually like do chest press again and hang and like just like basically do my full gym routine, just super lightweight. And that's just when like everything started feeling really, really good.
Seems like it was kind of flawless for you.
Yeah, it went pretty well. Yeah, not gonna lie. And then
Yeah.
massage therapy at around like week 8. No, yeah, maybe week 10. I got like massage therapy, and walking out of there was like my whole arm had like 60% more like mobility, and it felt so much better.
Oh, that's something nice to tap into because I have never heard somebody speaking about that.
Yeah, it was like super duper useful for sure. Like that was my first time actually going to massage therapy, and like 10 out of 10.
But was it your physio that did that, or was it somebody like an extra, another person that did the massage?
It was another person. It was like a full on like hour thing, not just like a 10-minute thing at the end of physio.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that recommended by your surgeon, or was it just something that you
Yeah.
did? Okay,
My
interesting.
second follow up, he was like, I know this guy. He's really good. You should go to him. And then, yeah.
Okay, like what kind of massage was it? Was it like stretching, or was it really like deep tissue, or?
The first one that made it feel like really, really good, deep tissue, and he'd like rub around the scar, which felt nice. He was getting like the pec, stretching my bicep and like really like pulling on my bicep, and then just rubbing into the back. It was the whole like area, but
Mhm.
man, it felt so good after.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I'm going to recommend, or at least speak about to other people, because everybody's asking all the time like tips and tricks. And for real, this is like the first person that is telling me about a massage. So
Perfect.
let's definitely add that to the notes. Um, like any complications, any like how was the mental part? It was
Um,
flawless. That like the physical was flawless. Was the mental also flawless, or did you have some challenges?
honestly, like it was pretty easy because like instead of going to work, I had this time to like build something, so that's where the focus was. I wasn't really too worried about my shoulder, and I just had like a lot of confidence in my surgeon, so I wasn't
Hmm.
really like worried about that, to be honest. It was just, it was pretty good. It was a good experience.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Well, um, that's good to hear because I have been interviewing lately people that are having some serious complications. So I think it's also nice for people to have like positive experiences. And
Mhm.
well, it's
Thanks.
pretty obvious that you had a good one. So what is it that you have in building? I know that you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube channels in the works, and my brother made underwear that like doesn't give you wedgies. It's got like silicone at the bottom. So we just got a shipment in January. So it's just been like marketing that and working on selling that.
Cool.
So the entire plan is by January when I can go back to work, I'll just be like marketing and already working from home.
So it's also your business, or you are just working for your brother, or?
It would be like working for my brother as like the marketing guy kind of thing. So like it's not my product, it's not my thing, but like I'll add value.
Mhm.
What do you
You
do for
have,
work? I was always gonna ask that.
yeah, I'm a postman right now, but
Oh, sick.
yeah, I used to be a part-time postman and I had my own gardening business, but I decided to quit that because I love to do sports. And whenever I was working as a gardener, when I came home at night, I was done for the day. Yeah,
Oh,
um,
fair.
yeah, but my I am schooled as a marketeer. I have a bachelor in digital marketing. So
But you're a
yeah,
good postman.
yeah. I mean, I like the job because whenever you are outside, you are alone. You can listen to podcasts or music. It's
Yep.
outside. Yeah, you have like nobody's watching you. You know, if you want to fart, you can fart. Nobody is
Yeah,
there.
100%.
Yeah,
Feels like the most ideal job. Somewhere you don't have to think too hard and you can have your headphones in and you're just walking around. That's a 10.
yeah, yeah. So I have lots of movement, like between 10 and 20,000 steps, just by doing my job. So
Nice.
it's nice. And I'm planning to maybe get my teacher's degree like pretty soon. But I'm still thinking, and I have time.
Yeah.
So that's a
Like
great
little
thing.
kids, medium kids, big kids.
Yeah, I have no idea how they say it in your country, but it is between 12 and 16 years.
Okay, yeah.
So we call it
So that would
secondary.
be,
Yeah,
yeah, middle school, high school.
yeah, like that. Um,
Nice.
I would sure, but I really love to continue learning. It's just with sports, I like to try different things, and yeah. So you were into the building sector. Was that it? Into
Oh
the
yeah, like I was like the worst construction person ever. Like you had to show me something like 20 times and I'd like kind of get it. It was like it, I was never successful from the start. I just like had a really good relationship with my boss. She was patient.
uh, okay.
But yeah.
So are you going to switch? You are. I mean, you are going to become the marketeer, like the marketeer guy for your brother, or is that like a side thing?
That would be the plan like full time. Like I don't want to go
Okay.
back into building and construction and it's just like
Right.
no.
Hmm.
But yeah. And then because if you're like working online, you got the freedom to like travel and like do these things and you can like live in a van and like base jump out of a van, skydive out of a van. You know, that's the dream.
Yeah, I like it. I'm always thinking because I really value like freedom, and sometimes
Mhm.
I do feel like a little stuck in society because when I'm traveling, I feel more free.
Yeah,
And
100.
so yes, so I mean, for me, it is like I'm in a search of what it is that I'm like. What is it that I want to do for the rest of my life? And of course, it can change all the time, and I can pivot in different directions. But
Mhm.
um, I like the digital thing is indeed nice, but I also need like human connection. I like what we are doing now. I This is something that I need. So I like to
Okay.
see people. I like to meet with people and to talk to people. For me, it is hard to like spend the whole day behind my computer and like not interacting with anybody. I need it
Yeah.
to have a sense of fulfillment.
That's fair. It's very
Yeah,
understandable.
yeah. I really believe in YouTube, by the way.
Oh,
Um,
100%. Dude, YouTube's sick.
yeah, yeah. Like in the long term, I really believe that's maybe not with this channel, but I have ideas and plans, and I really believe that this is something that can be very valuable if you're putting enough time in it in the long term. So yeah,
Would
I'm a
you
big
like
fan.
stick with the Latarjet, or would you make like a new channel? Like, I know you've like talked about it briefly, but like that was a while ago. What would your like next pivot be?
Yeah, so I'm planning. I'm already like writing scripts and doing all of that. But I really want to speak about like my faith and spirituality. And
Nice.
I have done quite some traveling into Peru and Brazil, and I sit with Indians, and I've done quite some crazy stuff related to that. And it's my biggest passion, like the whole spiritual thing. Yeah, I'm like all my tattoos are like related to the experiences with these Indians. I have been with different tribes, and
What?
yeah, it's a lot.
Do you
But
have like
this,
an example?
can I share my screen? I should pop up. Have you seen the picture with the Indians that I popped in one of my videos?
Um, like maybe, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, I'm. How can I send this? I will send it to you right now on
Alright.
Instagram. You should receive it.
Hey, these are like proper Indians too, with like the whole like tribal thing going down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean,
Sick. What's
yeah, I have no idea if you heard about ayahuasca or something. Do you know that? Like,
you did ayahuasca?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The last decade of my life, I have been using a lot of plants with different tribes.
Oh,
You have like
what?
you have ayahuasca, but you also have like the cacti. To make a long story short, I that was like my space that I was in, but then eventually, and I have lots of experiences that I will share about that. But eventually, I quit doing that, and I became Christian. So
Okay.
yeah. So this is basically the thing that I want to speak about, like my transition from that part to the Christian part. I want to speak about this all day, every day, because I just feel like passionate about that thing. It is nice to speak about the Latarjet and to meet people like you and have like conversations, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is a shoulder surgery, and
Yeah.
like I don't think that I can make videos of this for the rest of my life because it's not my
Yeah.
passion. Yeah,
Fair.
I like to share, but it's not like, you know, it's very niche, and it's nice that some people get some value out of it. But I think if you really want to make something of something, then you have to at least be very passionate about it or interested in it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah.
Like, and interesting.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca? The
Yeah.
Indians? You kidding me? Sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I have been through a lot, like when I was younger. And for me, like that route was for me discovering myself again because I was lost. I was lost, man. I was in jail when I was 17 years old.
What?
Yeah.
Can I ask
Yeah.
why? You're not.
Because I was a drug dealer. I sold drugs, and
Oh, you do not strike me as a drug dealer one bit. I guess people change. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is also a part of the thing that I want to speak about. Like, I want to speak to some people who have been in jail or are like doing things that they should not do. Because I was a decent soccer player. I started playing soccer when I was 6 years old, and I was like on the route to become a professional soccer player. Like, I was not the best or something, but I had like potential to earn my money with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, my values were off. I was really not a nice person, and not like that I was bad from within, but I was just lost, and I was valuing the wrong things, like the money and the cars and the women, and yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, I ended up in jail, and I had to be there because for me that was like something that I needed, like that shock experience of being in jail and being like how you say it, deprived of your freedom. Is that right? Deprived of your
Yeah.
freedom?
Deprived. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, that was such a huge shock, and it was very humbling as well because I had a kind of a name because I was a good soccer player. But for me, being in jail, it crushed my name. Like I was
Yeah.
from one day to the other. I was like worthless, like a piece of, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I had to look in the mirror and really try to rebuild my life. And like, yeah. So long story short, I have been in that space for over a decade, and it has helped me definitely. But now coming to the point that I just want to live a sober life. Like I don't need alcohol or drugs or anything like that anymore. Um,
Fair enough.
yeah,
Sounds like you've lived it 10 years by a while ago. Crazy.
yeah. I mean, I have 100+ ceremonies, like 100+ experiences.
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm even like I have a tattoo of a frog here. I have no idea if you ever heard about Cambo, like the poison frog. Have no, no. They use like a stick and they burn like a little piece of skin and then they put on poison. And I did like a course in that, so I'm like a certified practitioner. So I can give that to other people because yeah, I was trained to do that. But that's just my whole past, you know.
That's a
And
crazy story. Wow. I was not expecting any of that. Not one bit.
yeah, yeah. But I have not even been in depth with you because
Yeah.
crazy stuff has happened. But anyways, different story for a different day. Um,
Really?
yeah, yeah. Let's continue because some people are sending me messages that they are afraid to do the surgery, asking me like, will I be able to ever throw a ball again, to fight again? Like, tell me about your arm. How is the range of motion? How is the strength? Any limitations?
Range is good. I got. Hold on. So we're almost at 6 months, and we got full 90. If I'm
That's
like
full.
super warmed up, it can go a little bit past, but we got like hyper on this one.
Okay.
Um, but like the trade off of a little bit of range of motion versus not being able to do anything is just like a no brainer for me. Like
Mhm.
as a gymnast, like a standing backflip's just been like a piece of me since I was 5. And I haven't been able to do it for like 5 years because that like throw of the arm is that like fast like motion and then it'll sublux.
Yeah.
So I just like I could do anything or I can do literally everything again just with like a little bit less range. And another thing, when I like, because this one still needs surgery, this has like this clicking, weird like feeling to it. When I do it with this arm now, it's smooth. It's like butter. It's like nice.
Nice. Yeah. Like you look quite big too. Is that of the like? Do you still do workouts, or you said you do like bungee? Oh, like what's the name again? Not bungee jumping, but you jump out of
Oh,
airplanes.
skydiving?
It's kind of yeah, that. Like, do you do gym or something, or any other weightlifting
Yeah. Thank you.
sports?
And yeah, from gymnastics, that just turned into like weightlifting. And that's just been like a consistent thing for like ever.
Okay,
And that's like, yeah, I love going to the gym. It's like, not even like, you don't have to think about it. It's just like, I go to the gym today.
nice. And
Look at
have
you
you?
though. You're always in the gym.
Yeah, yeah. My whole life has been built around sports, and so for me, it was hard at the beginning, also with the nerve damage, that I was like, oh, I will not be able to do lots of things anymore. But I'm lucky and blessed that I'm recovered, and I'm really
Yeah,
fully
no.
recovered as well. Like,
Oh, Frey, look at that. Brand new.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's nuts.
I have a little bit of strength loss compared to my other arm, but it's very limited. I think in the long run, I will manage to get it back in
Mhm.
balance. Have you tried the backflip?
No, because I'm not like I'm taking my recovery like so seriously. Like
Hmm.
he said, don't do anything for 6 months, so like don't do anything for 6 months. And I still got my right arm, which still sucks. So I'm like, might as well just get them both fixed before I do anything.
Do you have bone loss? Like,
Oh, the left one, yes, bone loss, but the right one, it's been subluxing for like 5 years, but it never fully dislocated, so there's no
mhm.
bone loss. But I'm still getting a Latarjet on that one.
Okay. Did you ask for it or did they recommended it?
The surgeon was like, I could go in and do a Bankart repair, or we could just do the surgery once. So, Latarjet.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's hard to understand why some surgeon, because my surgeon told me like you should not do a banker because it's going to eventually, like you are going
Yeah.
to mess it up if you are doing a
100%.
lot of sports. Yeah,
I also agree when someone's like, I got a Bankart, I'm like, why? Like, why don't you just get a Latarjet? Like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then I met a woman and she did like two letter J at the same time, left and right.
how I think about that, like, because that, like, you said something about that, like, right about when I had my surgery and I was at a sling. I was like, how the frick did she do this at the same time?
Yeah,
Do you have any more information on that?
yeah. I will ask her because I think it's a nice story to hear as well. I think she at least needed lots of support because otherwise you cannot do it. Like,
Yeah, no. For the first 6 weeks, you can't even, like, do much.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, are there any other things that you want to share with the people? Because I just feel that you had a flawless surgery, everything went very smooth, and that's positive. That's good for people to hear. Maybe some things that you want to say that are in your minds that can help other people. I just feel in general that people are still afraid, and the
Yeah.
more information that they get, the more tips and tricks or perspectives, it helps people. I have seen that. So everything that you can share or want to share, everything is welcome. But sometimes I just have no idea how I have to, or like what I have to ask because, you know,
Yeah, fair enough. Um, I would say, like, it was such a good decision because, like, the peace of mind I have now, and, like, I can see in January I can actually, like, do things I want to do again, instead of always being in that fear state. No matter what activity it was like, my shoulder could pop out right now, and then it's gonna hurt for a month. I'm gonna rehab it for another month, and then I'm gonna do it again.
easy.
Not being in that constant cycle is just, like, so freeing for the brain. Like, yeah, like, totally worth it. Like, totally worth it. I guess you are kind of gambling, like, a flawless one or a not flawless one, but it's either you gamble or you just always in this, like, fearful state. So take the gamble.
Yeah, fully agree. And I was thinking about it today, and I think about it all the time. But I would do it again, even with the nerve damage. I would do it like without a doubt. I would do it again because right now I just feel so confident, like you say, like
Yeah.
more peace in my mind. And we have, if it is God's will, we have a long life to live. And I know for sure that the quality of my life is already improving. It has improved and totally worth it.
110%.
When is the next surgery? Is 3 weeks? Is that what you said? Or
3 weeks. 3 weeks as of yesterday.
so that is the
Thursday. The
30,
16th
16th.
of July, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It works out so well. There's a music festival I'm going to from, like, the 10th to the 13th. I get back on the 14th. I have it rest there on the 15th, and then I go in on the 16th. So it's gonna be a sick week.
Nice. You seem like a very chill and happy guy, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Always have been like that, or is it because of the surgery, or is it just like your normal state of being?
This would be my normal state 95% of the time. Sometimes I, like, am more, like, serious, but if I get talking to someone, this is kind of how it goes.
Easy. Yeah. Um, cool, man. Is it okay if I add your YouTube to the description, or is that
Absolutely,
something?
that's sick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will just maybe add your Instagram as well because some people, are asking questions to the person who was on the podcast, and I will just use your credentials or put your credentials in the.
Yeah, no, that would be 2 thumbs up. Thank you for that. Free
Yeah,
plug.
yeah, yeah. All right. Anything else you want to share, bro?
Just one more, like, thank you for doing this. And it was, like, the best timing too, because it was like these videos started popping up like 2 months before I had mine. I was like, oh my god, like, I got this resource. I got this guy that's like doing it like just ahead of me. And like every time he uploaded a video, like especially in the early days, like there was never a skip. It was boom, I'm watching this. It was super duper helpful, and it's just been fun to like feel like well part of this like community too.
Mhm.
Like there's we got like what 900 subscribers, but it's like we're all kind of doing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
And I
I
also
appreciate it.
looked at your videos from like some of your videos got like 20,000 views, like 22K views. That's so sick.
Yeah, one really popped in the beginning. I have no idea
Yeah,
why, because like the thumbnail is shitty, and but it did pop up. Like, yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's like a scar in there. It's pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, and the YouTube thing, and that's something that I also say to people. Like, it can be interesting to just make a choice and say to yourself, like, okay, I have this period that I will be at home, and of course, some people have to go to or have to work because they work on a laptop or a computer, but it can be interesting to just to use that time to build something. And
Yep.
for me, YouTube was really like something nice because there are many things that you have to do, like the editing, the thumbnails, then
Yep.
and so for me, that was something that was worth investing my time in.
And
And
you crushed it. And like it's awesome. You got everything covered.
yeah, I mean, I'm building that. There's still a lot of work, but for me, it has been a nice exercise. And I think one of the valuable things is that I have been in contact with lots of people, like you, for example. And I have been receiving lots of information and insight in people's surgery. And I think there is still like a big gap in YouTube. Like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, share your experience because there is really not much to find on this subject. I mean, there are some little parts here and there, but if you're
Yeah.
consistent, you can make something out of it. Yeah.
Nothing as extensive as yours. I think I watched like one guy, he was a golfer. His range of motion was terrible though. Like his was like here at the start, like not very good. And then by the end of the Latarjet, it was so bad.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's like I know a few people that really have a hard time getting back their range of motion, and I have no idea how it was for you with your physio, but I do see that some people have a very conservative physio, meaning that they are very afraid to like push the boundary. I have no idea how you
Yeah.
experienced it, but for me, we were really like trying to push it a little. Was that the same for
Yeah.
you, or yeah?
Yeah, the first hold on. The first 8 weeks or so, I was only allowed to externally rotate 30 degrees, which I wasn't even getting to. Like maybe on like week 3, I was just getting there. But then after that, he was like reef on it, like push so hard, like try and like get it there. Um, so yeah, we were definitely like he was a good physio. But as for exercises, like you had like way more complex exercise than I had. I just had basically external rotations with a band, a couple other small things, and then it was basically just like do gym exercises.
Really?
It was super
Okay.
chill, yeah.
Yeah. Because indeed, for me, sometimes it really felt like I was doing some crazy workouts with my physio. He was using the ball, the ball, and I had to smash it like that, and then like, yeah. I mean, I liked it, but for me, it was like, man, if everybody has to do this, this is going to be intense. Because sometimes I was like destroyed.
I saw that and I was like, I wonder when these exercises are gonna pop up. And he was like, all right, like we're done. And I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So one thing that I'm like, one thing that I have learned that I really have to share with the people is that it can be interesting to have somebody who is giving you a massage. Although I think it's important, once again, to find somebody who knows what he is doing. Um, because I don't think you just have to find a massage therapist. Because if you had a Latarjet, I think they have to be careful with some stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, my guy, because my surgeon goes to him, he like already knew like what to do for a Latarjet, and he had like previous people that had a
Mhm.
Latarjet go to him, so wasn't his first go.
And your physio, did you find it by yourself? Like, is he specialized in shoulders, or how did you find that guy?
He doesn't specialize in shoulders, but my surgeon recommended it to him. So again, it was like full confidence in the surgeon. This guy's the man.
Yeah, well, I think that is very important because I see that some people like the surgeon and the physio, they don't communicate. And if the surgeon said like, hey, you got to go to that guy, that's perfect. Like that takes away a big part of the stress too, I guess. So yeah. All right, bro. Let's end it here. I'm thinking in clinics a new Latarjet surgery. Let's do if you want, let's do another podcast in a few months.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
Because I think it's super unique what you are doing, like 2 Latarjets in a row.
Yeah, thanks. I'm hyped.
Yeah, the more information you can share with people, the better. I will link your credentials in the video description. Thank you for your time. It is a blessing to have you on. And
Likewise.
good luck with the business and good luck with the YouTube channel. I see that you are getting some subscribers, and in the beginning it will go slow, but I do see there's an increase. So
Thank you. It's just like fun to practice organizing my thoughts and sharing and getting over the fear. Like it's a practice thing. The results are better.
Yeah. You'll get there, man. It's just about being consistent. I believe that.
Yeah. Thank you. And then
brother.
You want to put it in, I can send you the video of the skydive where my shoulder dislocates. You don't see anything, but it dislocated on that one.
Oh, but you have the video of the... Oh, wow, okay. But we cannot see it, right? Or
No,
what do you mean? Yeah.
Like when the video of the skydive of me jumping out of the plane and it dislocating, like you just see the skydive, but that is the jump that dislocated.
Okay. And it is not that you can hear you like shout or something.
No,
Like,
you just hear the plane whizzing by and just see me jump out of the plane. It's super chill.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Send me the link. I will put it in the description as well. I want to see it too, by the way.
It's like,
Thank you, Shane from Canada. Yeah, in a few months, back on the podcast.
thank you so much. It was nice chatting with you. I'll see you
Yeah,
later.
and keep your light shining, bro. It was super nice to have you on.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Appreciate it. Nice chatting with you.
Yo. Okay, bro.